What the hell is a Robert Plant sandwich? And what's in it? But more importantly, does it taste any good? Keep on watching to find out all the info that you need. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We are going to be making a Robert Plant sandwich. Now, Robert Plant sandwich. Has anyone heard of a Robert Plant sandwich? So where did this all begin? Well, obviously, people that hopefully you know who Robert Plant is. Robert Plant, lead singer of Led Zeppelin, had quite a successful solo career in the 80s and 90s. And this basically came through, I don't know whether it's been passed down through the generations, whether it's some sort of urban myth, but there's certainly some evidence that can show that this is a sandwich that was enjoyed so much by Robert Plant, he decided to name it. So, where did it all begin? Well, in the early 90s, a friend of mine, Phil, he used to work for a company called Polygram. They're now sort of, I think, part of the Universal Group, but they're a record company. And he worked with a guy there that had this printed sheet, which was a recipe for the Robert Plant sandwich. No one really knows where this recipe came from. Nobody's actually spoken to Robert Plant. Robert Plant has never gone on the record to say, my favourite sandwich is this, and this is what's in it. But there was a piece of paper, printed piece of paper. Somebody had written it all down and printed it out on a piece of paper. Whether it was Robert Plant, who knows? But this was called a Robert Plant sandwich because it was a sort of sandwich that he liked to eat when he was recording, when he was rehearsing, whether this would be in Led Zeppelin or whether this would be when he was doing his solo stuff, or maybe all the way through his career. Maybe this is the secret of Robert Plant's success. Where does he get that high shriek from? It may be due to this sandwich. So, what's in the sandwich? Keep on watching. Get ready for the ingredients of a Robert Plant sandwich. So what you need for a Robert Plant sandwich is quite normal sort of foods. So what have we got? Well, firstly, we need bread. Any sort of bread, 2 slices of bread, and I'm using brown bread for this one. What else do we need? Tuna, probably the main ingredient. So tuna steak, tuna chunks, tin tuna, that's the sort of thing. What else do we need? Mayonnaise. You can't have tuna without mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is very important in this sandwich. Onion. Got to have a little bit of veggie. There's some onion. And the real sort of thing that gives it the real special taste. Chili pepper. 1 red chili pepper is coming up for this. And lastly, cheese. I've got slices of cheese here that we're going to use to make the sandwich. Now, this isn't a sandwich, you just put all the ingredients together and eat it. No, there's some cooking involved. So we'll start with, well, first we need to start doing the mix, okay? So I've got the bowl here and I'm going to do the mix. So we're going to start with taking the tuna out of the can, put it into a bowl. We'll try and use the spoon that we used for the mayonnaise. Let's get it out. There's the tuna. Now we get the mayonnaise and mix that in. Hopefully you can see this. And then we also get the onion and mix that in as well. So we've got tuna, mayonnaise and onion. Mix that up in a bowl. This is probably the most difficult part of the whole recipe. So that's nicely mixed together. Now the first thing we do is toast the bread. Okay, so now the toast is being toasted on one side only, and then on the other side of the toast, you take the tuna, mayonnaise and onion mix, and you just spread that over each slice of bread. I'm probably going to have more than I actually need on here, but I'll see how we get on. So that's on there now, nicely spread out. And then what we'll do, we'll pop this back under the grill. So while the tuna is under the grill, just sort of just cooking out, we'll get this chili and we'll slice, we'll put it into rings. Now, you know, I don't need to remind you that if you're cutting up chilies, make sure that you wash your hands straight away afterwards, because if you suddenly rub your eyes or rub your nose, you'll soon know about it. So we just cut this down into little sort of rings. We don't need the end bit there. If you want to keep the seeds, you can, or you can deseed it. I usually like to keep them because it just gives it a little bit more of a spicy kick. So we don't have many on there. Let's do one more. So we've got an even number. So we've got 8 rings there of chili that we'll be then putting onto the sandwich once the tuna has cooked a little bit. Okay, so now we have the tuna mix on the sandwich, and that's now been put under the grill for a little bit, so it dries it out a little bit, and then we'll get the chilies and we'll put 4 on each piece like that. And then we'll stick that back under the grill for another few minutes. So we've put the tuna mix with the chilies on under the grill for a little bit more, just to sort of, just to give a little charness to the chilies. Then we now need to take our cheese, because we need to counteract that spiciness of the chili by just putting the cheese on there. There we go. So we put the cheese on and then back under the grill. Okay, we're back in the room now. We've done that. We've put the cheese on the sandwich. We've melted the cheese under the grill. We've taken it out of the grill. I cut it up a little bit so it's easy to eat. And ready. This is the Robert Plant sandwich. Now, it doesn't look, I know, the most beautifully designed. You know, I'm not going to get awards for, you know, design. Obviously, you know, if I was on MasterChef, they'd say, yeah, well, it's probably all right to taste, but, you know, presentation needs some work. But this is the first time I've cooked on YouTube. I hope it won't be the last, but I just wanted to show what it's like. So, there we have a Robert Plant sandwich. Tuna, onion, mayonnaise mixed together, spread onto toast, toasted, put some sliced chilies on there, toasted again, put some cheese over the top, toasted so the cheese melts nicely onto the sandwich. And there we have it. But the proof is going to be in the taste. So let's try it, shall we? It's like you're taken on a stairway to heaven. You get that nice crunchy, then you've got that nice fishy and mayonnaise and onion. And then you get that little bit of warmth, the spiciness from that chili. And then the cheese just sort of wraps over it just to take away a little bit of the heat. It's a stunning sandwich. And I hope you would go home now, or go to your kitchen right now and go, I fancy a snack. I'm going to make a Robert Plant sandwich. Tell your friends about it too. So I hope you enjoyed the review for the Robert Plant sandwich. If you want more cooking, let me know. I might do some cooking, but I don't want to sort of be doing loads of cooking. This is a beer and rock channel only. But because of the rock connection with Robert Plant, I wanted to do this. Thanks to my mate Phil that all those years ago in the 90s told me about this. Hopefully he's out there enjoying it today, and hopefully you will be soon. So until the next one, keep on rocking.